Good morning, Daniel. Pastor Wycliffe, we want to give you an update of what we are doing this morning. We have packaged, we have the 4 bags that we are taking to the church this morning. Then we want to separate them into smaller packets of 6 kilograms each. And like we did the last 2 days, the 2 bags we packaged 25, and hopefully these 4 bags we can package 50, so that in total we'll have served 75 families that are needy, that are vulnerable, especially in the informal settlements, like you saw in some pictures. Though there are some that are in better places, but they are also in need. But we'll majorly focus on those that are in the informal sector, those who are around the church area, as we did to those who are around our home here. But there is huge need. After we had gone to distribute, it's like the whole village came to our home demanding to be given food, that they are hungry. And we said, no, it was just 2 bags, but it was huge. Everyone was coming, or neighbors were recommending those that were needy to come for us to support, but we didn't have. We said what we have was for the church people, but there is still huge need to assist. Prayerfully, God grants you the resources. There is still huge need to do, especially these last 3 days since the election, the last 4 days. Most people have not gone to town to work because there is a lot of uncertainties. Normally the presidential elections in Kenya are associated with some violence. So up to today, they have not announced the presidential results. So there is a lot of tension in the country. People are fearing what may happen, but we know by maybe today in the afternoon or tomorrow in the afternoon, they will have announced the results. Then, but there is a lot of fear. People cannot go to the street to work because of that fear of what may find them in case the presidential results are not in favor of certain candidates. Yes, that is what but please keep us in your prayers and any other support concerning the people that we are going to serve. We are not going to do it today. We'll package today and then we serve them tomorrow after the church service. God bless you. Keep us in your prayers as we keep you in our prayers. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Election season in Kenya means money-making season. Kenyans who are struggling to survive earn a living by cheering for candidates. It doesn't matter which party, as long as the money is right. It's not about ideology, it's about putting food on the table. Single mother Marina Wino mobilizes crowds for Nairobi's women representative.
She normally calls me and tell me, Maureen, can I get like 100 women? The ladies will just explain themselves, the difficulties they have in their homes, their workplace, so the women will just note those things down. After that, at least she'll give them some cash.
On a good day, each woman goes home with around $4 to $9, says Maureen, enough to feed a family for about 3 days. Women make up half of the registered voters. That's why it's important for politicians to win them over.
As youths, we don't have any jobs. Like for our children, they're supposed to go back to school. We don't have any money. So when we heard there is a rally somewhere, we'll run for it.
But it's not only women who are paid by politicians. Criminal gangs around Nairobi do their best business during election season. They're hired by incumbent and aspiring MPs, governors, and even presidential candidates, they tell us.
Without us and our violence, without us being sent to intimidate others, these politicians would never be where they are.
These gang leaders claim they can mobilize 1,000 men for a political rally.
If a politician wants his opponent's voters scared, we use canes. If there are 50 supporters, we have 30 people surround them. We start beating them. The majority get scared and go back home.
He sent us this video from a couple of weeks ago. His gang preparing for a rally, armed with sticks. One carries a pistol. It often ends in a confrontation with the police. Earlier this year, they were paid to attack supporters of presidential candidate William Ruto, the gang leader says. The goal was to disturb his rally, to make it clear that this was his opponent's turf. A parliamentary candidate was injured. Ruto blamed Odinga for the violence, writing he hired innocent, desperate and jobless young people to shed innocent blood. He's not wrong, the gang leader says. If they could earn money a better way, they would. Sometimes they even get assassination requests, he says.
You'll get an offer of a few million shillings, tens of thousands of euros, to kill someone or to cut off body parts. If I amputate your leg, you'll have to deal with that for the rest of your life. You'll probably never get tempted to run for political position again.
For the killings, they sometimes hire rogue police officers, he claims. They help with the cover-up. We approached the Kenyan police to confront them with this claim, but they did not respond to repeated interview requests. Elizabeth Waithera was running for a seat in the county assembly in Nairobi. When she went to cast her vote during nominations in April, she was attacked by an angry mob.
I remember being pulled from one side and others were pulling my hair because, as you can see, I had lost some few strides of my hair. So it was really painful because some had taser torches and others had a gun.
They tore her clothes and assaulted her sexually, she says. She was so terrified, she gave up her candidacy.
I had seen people being killed. I had seen people getting lost. So these kind of things really made me feel so bad. So it really intimidated even my self-esteem. Yeah.
She shows us a death threat she received on social media after the attack.
So I actually received a lot of these messages. This says that after the 14th, I will get lost, like no one will find me.
In recent months, there have been reports of aspiring politicians who've been attacked or found dead. Electoral Commissioner Justice Nyangaya says the practice of politicians hiring thugs is only possible because there's no real accountability.
If people can be stopped and coerced to vote for somebody else, obviously that is lawlessness. The only thing that we can do is appeal to the government of the day to make sure that people are not intimidated.
Critics say these practices are undermining the democratic election process. The people paid to do this say they are too poor and hungry. They don't have a choice.